Well, we had a good start to the new year last year. Last week, didn't we? That was good. Round of applause, absolutely. And Sam's going to talk about re-beginnings and winning. Okay, and so that's what we did. We started well. We started the season well. Started the year well. Got off to a brilliant win. So today we're going to continue with the theme about new starts, but obviously we don't want to complete a new start because we did brilliantly last week. So this week's sort of phrase that stays should be start right, stay right. So we started right last week, we need to stay right, we need to keep going. And really today's going to be about perseverance, okay? So one-offs are great, that win last week was brilliant, but keeping going, winning week after week is what's going to build us as a good side, not just the one-off wins, as good as they might be. So there's quite a lot of things in the Bible to talk about perseverance. I could have picked quite a lot of passages. I'm going to talk today about the parable of the sower, which is something that Jesus talks about. And actually we can see how it links quite a lot to life and faith, which is what he was talking about. Life in general, for those of you without faith, and us as a team, as a football team. So let's go read what he says. So yeah, there's a farmer, and it says, as he was scattering the seeds, some fell along the path, and the birds came along and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. When the sun came up, the plants were scorched and they withered because they had no roots. Still other seed fell on good soil. I missed a bit out there. Some more fell on soil, but there was weeds amongst it. And as the actual crop came up, the weeds came up with it, and they entangled it and dragged it down and stopped it coming up. And then finally, some fell on good soil where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. Okay, so there's a lot we can read out of that. First of all, stuff that just fell on the path and just died and was eaten by birds. If you're not listening, that's you. Okay, so completely deaf ears, that's you right now. So wake up. Okay, and then you've got the seed that landed, okay, on the rocky places. It came up really quickly, didn't it? Really bright, it sprang up really bright, but then withered and died as soon as the sun came out. Now, for us, in our personal lives, that might be one of those things. It's a new year, we might have resolutions. You've got in, you've been really enthusiastic about something you want to do, and then as soon as anything comes up, like, I'm going to be really healthy this year, oh, my nonsense, you know, so we've all had those sort of experiences that can happen, okay? For us as a team, that could really be, well, last week was amazing. We beat Mansfield 2-0, clean sheet, we look great, we look professional. That means nothing though, does it? If we then don't go on and win the week after against New Life, okay? So that could be, I'm just enthusiastic, a little flash in the pan, and that's it, okay? And then in terms of faith, it might be that, you know, oh, this sounds great, this is brilliant, but you haven't rooted your faith in any sort of foundations, you haven't looked at the Bible, you haven't been praying, you haven't been going to a church, and then as soon as you come across difficulties, you haven't got those foundations in place. Okay? The next one was the ones that I missed out in my passage when I was reading it, which is that came up but got tangled up with weeds and things that had just entangled it, and then it just withered and died from that. Okay? And we've all, again, had that in life. You might have walked into work one day feeling quite good about things, and then you get a stupid email from someone, like, what are you on about? And then you get dumped another pile of work, and then you ever hear someone talking about you in the corridor. And these things just hit us in life, just drag us down, and then by the end of the day, you just can't be bothered with it anymore. And we all know what that feels like. In a football match, we've also started off games, haven't we? Positively, we've come out of the changing room, we've done our warm-up, and then you get a niggly tackle on you, the ref gives a terrible decision, a corner for absolutely no reason, they start mouthing off, and all of a sudden our spirit goes, and we start getting at each other, we start losing our focus, we lose the football that we're playing at the start, we start just falling apart, okay? So that's that. And in terms of faith, it's also really easy to just have things that just wear us out, tie us down, disappointments, people not turning up to things not being as good as you thought they were going to be, or just all the busyness and stress of life just getting in our way. Okay, so that's the thing we need to avoid. And then finally, you've got the crop that landed on good soil and produced a massive harvest, okay, and that is what we're looking to do. So that is going to be done by not doing the other things, okay? That's done by having good foundations, with strong foundations, okay? Now, I hope he doesn't mind. I'm going to talk about Craig a little bit here. He shared quite openly about becoming a Christian, okay? and become a Christian recently. But I've seen with Craig, he's already trying to dig in and get some foundations there. He's already coming along to church, he's getting involved in reading the Bible. He talked the other day about, he said he read 4 books or something. I don't know. He said, I've read about 4 books, but he's trying to get those foundations in and try and make sure that when troubles come, as they always do in life and in football, that he's going to be there with some good foundations. So us as a team, it's about building those good foundations. It's about when we go out now, it's that warm up, it's that getting our heads in the right space, but it's also being aware that there are going to be niggles. We know they're going to come, okay? The Bible is full of wisdom, which is why I've shared that passage. It speaks across loads of things. We know those niggles come, we know the traps we can fall into, okay? But if we go in prepared, knowing that they're going to be there, we can beat them down and keep playing the way we want to play. Okay, so we started right last week, let's stay right this week, let's go and get another win.
Yeah.